Hello, everybody. Vortex here. Just gotta adjust that a little bit. Today's video, a bit of a different one today. We're gonna be looking at how to fix Arsenal. Now, this is something I've been dwelling over. Sorry, guys, for the lack of uploads as well. I'm gonna try and upload. I don't really have a reason. That makes sense, but I'm gonna try and upload in the mornings because that's a little bit easier for me nowadays. So yeah, just be wary if you live where I live in the Eastern time zone, then just be wary that sometime in the morning I will be uploading a video, most likely. I'm also working on something big behind the scenes, like I said previously, so be aware for that. September 22nd is your official date for the YouTube video, if you haven't already calculated it. So anyway, yeah. So welcome back to another YouTube video. So like I said before, we're gonna be looking on how to fix Arsenal. Now it's a big project to try and fix this club because we're in a shambles right now. We need a whole new just revamp. I would say right now Aubameyang's timed down to like a 1 year deal. So let him stay till like 2022. Then we can sell him for cheaper. He's gonna be older, not gonna be at his best anymore. We can get the best possible deal for him for like 40 million. I'd say. So that being said, Lacazette has been a little bit underwhelming, but you can see he is decent, but he's just not up to the standard. So I think selling Lacazette in a couple years' time, like Aubameyang, is good. He'd probably go for like 35 million, if you ask me. So yeah. Now we should definitely keep the youngsters around. Now, Leno stays in net, obviously. We should keep the likes of Medley. He could be good. But Saliba is huge. Then sign a young center back, but also sign an experienced one. So what I'm saying here is Axel Disasi from Rem is young and good. Johnny Evans from Leicester, he's an experienced head, and he's way better than what we have right now in terms of experience. So I would love to see Johnny Evans at the club. Left back, I think we're already covered with Kieran Tierney. We do have Kolasinac as a backup option if we really want, and Bukayo Saka can play there if needs be. So I think we're already covered at left back. Now right back is interesting because Maitland-Niles can play there, but Bellerin, and we also have Cedric. I don't really know in terms of right back. Callum Chambers can also play there. I think we should sign Max Aarons from Norwich is who I want to sign. Possibly, but there might be other options as well. Like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Ryan Fredericks from West Ham could be a good option. Matt Doherty from Wolverhampton Wanderers, would love him at the club. So yeah, those are some options, just laying down the foundations now. In terms of the midfielders, I think Thomas Partey is obviously what we need. We need some level-headed player midfielder in his prime. Linked with him a lot. Thomas Partey would be a great addition to the midfield. He would help out. He would just help out so much. Lucas Torreira can stay. He's young. He will be very good for Arsenal in the future. Togo Nduzi, whilst is a little bit ill-disciplined right now, in the future, hopefully he can work on that and he could be a great midfielder as well. Now, Danny Ceballos is only here on loan. I don't think we're going to sign him permanently, but he did just score the winner in the FA Cup quarterfinals against Sheffield United, so I hope that he definitely has the passion. You can tell he's very passionate to play for us, but he's only on loan, and I don't know if we're going to be able to sign him permanently. We will definitely see. We will definitely see. Now I don't really. Who are the other midfielders? Well, we have who else? Who else do we have? Trying to think here. Ndidi would be a great option as well, but I don't think we're gonna sign him. Yeah, we also have Xhaka, right? We have Xhaka. He's a great leader. He's a decent midfielder now for us. He before was you could say he was a little bit questionable, but he is a great leader, and I think he will be a good figure to have at the club. A little bit of a level-headed midfielder, just to play either. He'll be on the bench most of the time, though, in my ideal situation, because Partey and Torreira will be partnering each other in the midfield. But Could also have Guendouzi or Xhaka going in there as well. Now, in terms of in front of them in the cam position, I really just have my sights set on selling Ozil completely. We do not need Ozil. Now, Joe Willock, he had a poor game against Sheffield United, if you ask me, but I think he will be good. It's going to be decent, but we need somebody else in the now. Now, a couple players from the Argentine league, Thiago Almada and Matias Saracho, are really, really impressive to me. I think if we sign one of those two, that would be a great, great option for us in terms of the club. But if you want to get somebody a little more out there, James Maddison or Jack Grealish would be really good options. So, yeah. In terms of the left-hand side, we're covered. We're already covered. Martinelli, Saka, Nelson can play there. Aubameyang can play there if needs be. This is the current with Aubameyang, though. So, I don't know. Aubameyang won't be here in the future. So, on the right-hand side, I really, really want us to keep Pepe. Also, if we can, Justin Kluivert's been linked with us. I know we don't really need a bunch of fuel in the attack, but if we can get Justin Kluivert as just another alternative option, that would be fantastic if you ask me. Maybe even Wilfried Zaha on that left-hand side, but I don't think we really need Zaha at this point in time. Now, as for strikers, Lacazette and Aubameyang, we've already covered this, are going to be on their way out. Martinelli, however, can play there. And Nketiah is another option there. The question is, do we need another striker? Because at this point in time, we could also get Zaha, who can play there, or Kluivert, who can move to the right, and then Pepe can move up top. At this point in time, I don't really know how we're going to sort out our striker problems once Aubameyang and Lacazette leave, but hopefully we'll already be covered at that point. We also have John Jules and Balogun, two youth players. John Jules is out on loan at Lincoln. Balogun's still ripping it up in the youth league. So those are great options for the striker position, obviously. Now, in terms of management, which is something obviously you're saving this part for last. Now, Arteta, you can see maybe he can lead us in the future, but I just didn't like his tactic against Sheffield United. You just didn't know he was playing at all. It seemed like he didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know his system. So I think Ten Hag will be a perfect manager for the club. Ajax, he was great. He's a great manager at Ajax, developing players. He's got experience in developing players. So a couple of our youth guys, like I said, John Jules and Balogun, who are not like experienced yet. Ten Hag can hopefully develop them. And then we also have Martinelli and Saka at the club as well as Nketiah. So he's good at developing youth, and those guys will be huge for him. He developed Ziyech, and he made Tadic from a Southampton reject into a superstar at Ajax. So I think really, at this point in time, Ten Hag would be the ideal manager to take us forward. Now, all of these things might not be completed. And that is because Stan Kroenke is the owner. Now, if we get rid of Stan Kroenke, these things will hopefully be completed. We need, in terms of a rebuild, we need a rebuild at this club. And the only way to do that is to bring in some youth, but also some experience for a couple of years. So Johnny Evans would be terrific. Like I said before, I would love to have Johnny Evans because he's such just a level-headed center back. And I think that would be just terrific for the club. So anyway, that's my thoughts on how to fix Arsenal. If you guys have any other ideas, leave your comments down below. Without further ado, that's it. Bye.